keeps it within 3. Now a whistle away from the Rock. It's going to go against Garrett Jefferson. Nice article written in the Star Advertiser about Jefferson this week by Advertiser beat writer Brian McInnes. And Jefferson, that tantalizing defensive player. He can be certainly a bother for anybody that he guards on ball, one-on-one, but already has 2 fouls here in this one. And a 3 ball by Cordarius Johnson.
Yeah, that's the second time Johnson has knocked down a long-range 3. So whoever is guarding him, you better find him on the floor.
And a 10-second backcourt violation called against Hawaii.
I think that's just the inexperience of the backcourt, I hope, because I wasn't counting, but...
well, the clock had got to 25, but I thought they had the ball across the court before that. But,
as you saw, the numbers, 7th turnover for Hawaii versus 1 for Louisiana Tech. Bulldogs up 6. Appleby trapped in the corner. The steal by Miles to Rositas. The 7-footer dishes it.
Nice assist by Rositas. Big 7-foot point player.
Leaves it for Shaquille Stokes. An assist for Rositas. And a turnover there by Kenneth Smith. Well, who needs Maya Ostrowski when you have Davis Rositas?
Hey, watch the big fella. Now, he handles this real well. He takes it and throws the pass with his left hand. I love it.
Listen, you know, I said before, a couple games ago, that young man can play. He's a point forward. I know he is. He's not a big man underneath the basket. He's a point forward, and he's got a little talent. That's a very difficult thing for a 7-footer to do, dribble down the court and make a nice pass like that. It's not easy.
That is his 4th dime dropped this season. Davis Rositas, nice looking play there. Hawaii down 4. Trying to make do without their starting backcourt of seniors. Rositas missed it from up close. Here comes Louisiana Tech. McNeil. That one rims in and out. Offensive rebound, Gaskins, and a fresh 35 for the Bulldogs.
Hawaii's got to do a job on the boards. They can't give up 2nd and 3rd shots against this team.
Appleby baseline rises up. Up top, Gibson, hefty 3. That one no good. Rebound, Wiseman. Here come the Rainbow Warriors. And they'll slow things down for a moment. Miles got bumped from behind, no call. Crowd would have loved to have heard a whistle there. Wiseman straight on, that's good. And it's a single bucket differential here at the Stan Sheriff Center. Bobby Miles is going to pick this one up. That's his first. 16 fouls for Hawaii versus 5 for Louisiana Tech. Gibson, strong drive. Leaves it for Lewis. Reverse, up, in, and 1. J.L. Lewis, a transfer from New Orleans after his freshman year. Now a junior with Louisiana Tech. 6'8", 240. Looking pretty tough underneath there.
Well, I think the coach from Louisiana Tech decided to go small and quick rather than with the larger guy and be a little bit slow and match Vander. So that quickness has paid off for them underneath the basket. They've done a good job.
This is the free throw, though, does Lewis. Just a 57% free throw shooter. Been one of the detriments of this Louisiana Tech squad all year, the free throw shooting. Here's Miles, good crossover move. Finds Stokes for 3, rims it out. O'Neal trying to force the issue. Falls to the floor, and Hawaii will pick up the whistle. It'll go against Stokes, and he's not happy about it. That's his second. 7:53 left to play in the first half. Gabe Arnold not happy about the whistles either. Right now, the Bulldogs up by 4. You're watching Rainbow Warrior basketball on OC Sports. Series record is sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts. This is the 22nd overall meeting between these two programs. Louisiana Tech leading the series 12-9. Last meeting, February 24 of 2011. Louisiana Tech falling to Hawaii 71-58.
Kano, when you look at this game thus far, you realize that Louisiana Tech is 2 out of 6 from three-point range. Hawaii only 1 out of 3. That's where you see the absence of Zane Johnson being so critical, because Rainbow Warriors' first 13 minutes of the ballgame, or about 12 minutes of the ballgame, only 3 three-point attempts. When Zane's on the floor, you shoot many more.
Miss on the free throw there. Miles has it in the corner, has to get rid of it. Finds the release in Joaquin. And here's Shaquille Stokes to bring it into the front court. Justin Thomas and Vander Joaquin back out on the floor. Hawaii certainly prompted to try to work it into the post. But 11 seconds now on the shot clock. Here's Stokes, he goes baseline. Cross court to Jefferson, slices, finishes, and one.
Well, that's what Garrett Jefferson can do, is finish. He's a slasher. He likes to get to the basket. He's athletic, jumps real well, slim body but strong. Good move here, splitting the defense. We'll get an and one the old-fashioned way.
Yep. 3-point play the old-fashioned way. He'll make the free throw.
Jefferson rattles it home. Garrett Jefferson, nickname is G, transfer from Citrus Junior College in California. Gabe Arnold is going to be shelling out the minutes much more liberally tonight with the absences of Maya Ostrowski and Zane Johnson. That one tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Bulldogs, much to the chagrin of the home fans, but there is now a meeting between the officials and they reverse it.
I'm surprised they didn't go to the monitor.
The fans may have helped them a bit on that one,
they influenced it. I think...
ooh, close. Ooh. Very close. Hawaii down 1. There's Thomas, triple teamed underneath, somehow slips it and then gets thrown away by Lewis. And Lotzek the other way. stepping into a three is Johnson. Yes, Cordarius Johnson, his third triple of the game.
Absolutely, he's 3 out of 3 from downtown. Hey, find him defensively on the floor.
He will pull it. He is tops on the team in three-pointers made and attempted coming into this game. A lot of whistles away from the basketball here in this first half, and this one's going to go against J.L. Lewis, his second.
Well, there's a lot of activity in that low post. Vander and the opposing center are working very hard in the low post, and one's playing defense, one's playing offense, and they're getting pretty rough at it.
It seems as though Louisiana Tech has decided, hey, Vander Joachim playing well, certainly for Hawaii. Justin Thomas doing the same. They're going to try to get physical with these guys and see what they're made of.
Well, no question. Look at the replay here. You see they're trying to keep Vander from going across the lane, and the scouting report has been made right now. You see it. Played them physically.
Well, and he missed the free throw, and so they feel they've accomplished. You see this Appleby.
Johnson for three, that one off the mark. Thomas, one-handed rip down on the rebound. And here's Hawaii the other way. Joachim had the post position deep, but now they work it to him, and here comes the double team. They are swarming the bigs for Hawaii. Joachim has to throw it off of the leg of the defender and out of bounds. 19 remaining on the shot clock.
When he learns to pass out of that double team, that boy will be unstoppable.
Well, he's got to recognize where the double team is coming from.
Yeah. It's either coming off for a pass or the weak side. He's got to learn what to do.
They're bringing the double team from just about anywhere, though, on any given trip down the floor.
Well, I think they've already decided it's coming from one place or the other.
Stokes for three. Off the heel, no. Gaskins chases down the board. Louisiana Tech up 4, under 6 to go in the first half. Johnson, good pump fake, the drive, left it short. And then commits the foul.
Well, he committed that foul because he's a little upset because he missed that easy shot. Yeah, he had that shot.
That man was right there. You
nice
see
move.
Again, and he just leaves. I mean, it should have been a 6-foot shot. He left it, 2 inches, somewhere around there.
Then commits the double no-no, misses the layup, and then commits the foul.
He's having a conversation with his coach about it, too.
8th team foul for the Bulldogs, so 1-1 awarded to Hawaii, and Justin Thomas able to earn the second attempt. Thomas has actually been increasing the free throw percentage. In fact, he's 3rd in WAC play, in WAC games over the first 3 games coming in. Was shooting 93% coming in, and I'm happy to say I didn't jinx him on that attempt.
I was wondering if you were going to continue that train of thought there, Mr. Leahy.
I slowed it down a bit.
You did. Let the ball go through before you finish. I like that, buddy.
The steal, the swipe by Stokes.
Nice steal by Shaquille Stokes.
Little pickpocket move there by Shaq Stokes, and then the foul committed by McNeil, his first 9th team foul. And so Stokes goes to the line to shoot 1-1. And he's able to drop it in. Stokes tied for 2nd on the team, coming in with 14 takeaways. So something that he certainly has as part of his repertoire on defense, the quick hands.
Hawaii's tied the ball game, huh?
Knotted at 27. McNeil, double pump, and just like that, Bulldogs reclaim the advantage.
That was a pretty nice little shot right there.
7 freshmen on this roster for Louisiana Tech. Here's Joachim, and he draws the whistle. Sousa thought he had the verticality on his side, but he picks up the foul. Take a look at McNeil at the other end.
That's a pretty strong move. And then you see Vander go baseline and pump fakes, and he just decides he's going to try and explode to the basket, gets fouled, will get back to the line for 2 more free throws.
So here's Vander. Gets the bounce. Boy, did he go crazy on the road last week versus Fresno State. 23-16 for Vander Joachim. And then went for 22 and a career-high 7 blocks in that loss against Nevada, a game that Hawaii found itself up 7 with just a few minutes left and saw it get taken away from him.
He had one of those great weekends, that's for sure.
Well, I think everybody can see the improvement he made over last year. In the beginning of last year, I wasn't too high on him. He's made a great improvement, thanks to coach, and I think he's done a great job working with him.
It's 4 points tonight. Hawaii trailing by a single point. Under 10 on the shot clock. Here's Appleby, the freshman. Left side of the lane, the leaner. That's nicely done.
Raheem Appleby can play basketball. I don't care if he's a freshman or not. He can flat out play.
Has 3 20-point or more performances this season for Louisiana Tech.
And I'll tell you what, he's a very good defensive player also. Very good.
Joachim spinning baseline, draws the foul, and that's on Sousa again, his 3rd. And he was muttering something to himself, not sure if it was English or Portuguese. He is from Brazil, but I don't think it was too positive, let's put it that way.
It was Portuguese. Portuguese is not Spanish, eh? What's the deal? I know you ladies.
It's not Spanish.
It's Portuguese.
Yeah.
Yeah, Portuguese. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm just making sure because I know
you
the ladies. The ladies.
It is something we try to exploit.
Yes, you go.
You know, Vander Joachim knows how to speak Portuguese as well.
Have you guys had conversations? Or do you know how to speak Portuguese?
I know how to speak Oahu Portuguese.
Okay. Okay.
Joachim misses the free throw.
I am an advocate of free throw shooting. I don't care if you're 10, 11, 12, 20, or in the pros. You've got to make your free throws. Coach, I don't want to hear any excuses.
Coach, you're a little upset with Vander missing that front end.
That's a point. That's
free.
That's free. That's what they call free throws.
How much time,
Vander, good job.
How much time in practice would you dedicate to free throw shooting?
I think I would dedicate as much as my team needed. If they couldn't shoot free throws, I'd practice all day shooting free throws.
Hawaii down 2. Coming off the screen, this is McNeil, 3 up, rattled in and out. Goes out of bounds, and it belongs to Hawaii.
And I looked in the stats at the end of the year for the leading free throw shooter in the nation, and it was 91%. What a great guy to be able to do something like that.
Hawaii down 2, playing short-handed. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Let's go inside the numbers presented by HMSA. And the number is 3.2. That is the assist-to-turnover ratio for Hawaii point guard Maya Ostrowski, out tonight because of a staph infection on his leg. And let's just put it this way. Because he came over 6 games into the season, having played football for Hawaii, course, tonight sitting out doesn't help his cause either, but he doesn't have enough games logged to be officially part of that category on the NCAA National Statistics Board. But if he were, he'd be right there among the leaders in the country in assist-to-turnover ratio with that number.
Well, you know, that's a terrific stat that he has. Without being able to practice over the summer for basketball, he practices football.
Steal, Appleby, slam!
Appleby's got little hops on him too. He plays good defense.
He's a player.
He's long.
He's a player.
If you don't know about Raheem Appleby's jumping ability, just look on YouTube and type up his name. He's got a few dunk highlights that are to behold. Joaquim gets it swiped for a moment, saves it, now double-teamed, in trouble, and loses it. Another turnover for Hawaii. Here comes Gaskins for the Bulldogs. Appleby left corner, 3 up, does not go. Kaiser, Michael Kaiser, who just checked back in, can't miss the follow, and a timeout signaled by Gib Arnold.
And Coach Arnold's coming back in with Bobby Miles. He needs to have a little more control out there with the basketball. Not necessarily a great scorer, but somebody that he can trust with the basketball to get the ball down the floor.
Here's the Stokes turnover just a few moments ago. And look at this. Off the runway. Ow!
Well, you know, there's an old saying, you know, great basketball teams are made from October to March, and great basketball players are made from March to October. And the thing about that is that talking to what you said, Kanoa, is that Maya Ostrowski doesn't have the March to October to be able to practice his basketball. He's playing football. So that stat is so impressive because he never got a chance to practice over the summer. Terrific.
Well, if you need tickets to an upcoming UH contest, visit HawaiiAthletics.com, call 944-BOWS, or visit the Stan Sheriff Center box office. 3 easy ways to get your seats for exciting UH sports action. Hawaii trailing by 4, under 3 minutes to go in this first half against Louisiana Tech, and Hawaii having trouble getting across the timeline. Jefferson will do the honors. In fact, he's going to try to get all the way to the hoop and draws the foul. Little erratic here on the last few trips down the floor, certainly for Hawaii.
It's been an adventure.
Well, they switch presses. They go from a 2 to a 3. If they don't make the shot, they 3 press, and if they do make the shot, they 2 press. So just try to be a little they're trying to be a little confusing on their press, and it's worked a couple times.
That's Gaskins' second. Why don't you elaborate a little bit more on that 3 press versus the 2 press?
Well, I mean, you know, what you want to do is give people a different look. And when you do that, sometimes you catch somebody sleeping and he makes a mistake and you get a quick basket. So they don't call it because they don't want you to hear it. What they do is they do it miss or make.
Hawaii down 3. Handling the ball is Kenneth Smith, another freshman, one of 7 on this Louisiana Tech roster. Here's another one, Appleby. Definitely the standout freshman. Here's Smith. Gets it to Johnson, long 3. Yes, he's feeling it tonight. His 4th triple.
Yeah.
He is 4 of 5 from outside the property line.
Yeah, buddy. He likes the Stan Sheriff Arena, that's for sure.
Well, I will say one thing about the Stan Sheriff Arena. Those are great shooting rims, boy. They're nice and soft. Everybody that comes in here must love those rims. I know I would if I was a visitor.
Here's Jefferson, 17 on the shot clock. Joaquim working his tail off for position down low. Gets it, lost balance, walked with it. Joaquim is putting in effort to try to get position down low.
Well, you know, that kind of travel is very usual for a big man. He leans back, and what the defensive man does
pulls the chair out.
Yeah, he doesn't let him make any contact, and he walks. That's a good move by the defense. It happens a lot in basketball.
9-3 run for the Bulldogs here, guys. McNeil gets it turned back. Big V gives him the slap.
Leads the league in shot blocks. Leads the WAC in shot blocks. That's a big stat, boy, for your defense. Very important.
Appleby, the runner, gets the bounce. You were just talking about the aloha spirit that these rims seem to have. There was an example of it.
Very soft, and if you're an athlete and a good shooter, you can take advantage of those soft rims. And La Tech has got to feel good about their effort thus far. And I'm sure Coach Gib Arnold is sitting there going, this is going to be a war. It's going to be a battle.
Coach. I agree, Artie. No question. They had a good half. Surprising.
Hawaii down 8. The spin move, Stokes. No. The follow-up, Joaquin. And he gets hacked.
Now, Vander took a little too long to get that shot off.
Once again, Louisiana Tech said, if you're going to score, go to the free throw line.
Because he got that. He gathered it. All he had to do is catch it and go up and finish it. Watch on this replay now. Good move by Shaq Stokes. It gets blocked, but Vander's got to go explode right back up.
Yeah, there's almost that old Detroit Pistons, New York Knicks no layup rule going on here for La Tech.
It looks like it. It looks like it. They figure they got 3 bigs, 15 fouls to give, and they'll take them all against Vander. And Vander's what? What's his?
3 of 8 from the line.
Well, it's working.
It's working.
It's a hack of Vander.
And he's a darn good free throw shooter too. I'm surprised at this.
It's the friendly bounce there. Remember, Joaquin hit the deck hard earlier in the half. Had to shoot free throws immediately after that. Didn't quite look right. Might be still trying to shake some of the sting off of that. Not trying to search for excuses for the guy, but he will go and get a well-earned rest here in the final minute 2 of this first half.
Yeah, that's a good point, though. That's a good point to bring up, Kano. He did hit it pretty hard. I bet you it's sore, too. I bet you his back is sore. Now they're in a 1-4 down here.
Here's Appleby rubbing off the screen. Hands it off to McNeil. Kenneth Smith, his nickname is Speedy. Up top, this is Lonnie Smith, who just checked in, clangs it off the heel. Rebound Stokes. Under a second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Miles enters it into the post. Out to Wiseman for 3. Yes!
Trevor, who needs Zane Johnson-Wiseman? No, Coach? No, it's a good shot, though. Trevor knocked down a 3.
Anytime a 3 goes in, it's a good shot.
Hey, he's shooting 50% from out there. He's 2 of 4 on the season.
Hey. Anytime a 3-point shot goes in, it's a good shot.
6 seconds on the clock. Here's Lonnie Smith. Gets it to McNeil for 3. The follow-up, Smith, no. Denied by Rositas for good measure. And we'll go into the locker rooms with a 4-point differential. La Tech holding the advantage. Let's look at that last 3 by Trevor Wiseman. That put Hawaii within 4, and that is your score. Headed into the intermission. Let's send it over to Howard Dashevsky with Coach Arnold. Dash.
Right, I think it can, obviously they're beating up big time on your bigs underneath. How difficult is it to kind of spring Joaquin and get him free to make something happen underneath for you?
You know, they've been doubling, tripling down on him, and he's got to pass out double and triple teams. That's what we're going to see, and once if he does that, we'll be fine. If not, then it'll be a long night.
And obviously dealing with injury and illness is something that every coach has to deal with. I know you make no excuses for that. Somebody just needs to play their old step up, right?
Yeah, everybody's got to step up. Guys who aren't used to playing got to play. So we'll be fine.
All right, good luck second half. Coach, thank you much. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Dash. No Zane Johnson, no Maya Ostrowski, no lead at halftime for the Rainbow Warriors. Down 38-34. We'll have more from the Stan Sheriff Center after this.
Back in the Stan Sheriff Center, there you see the halftime score. Hawaii trailing the Bulldogs of La Tech by 4. It could have been 7 had it not been for that three-pointer by Trevor Wiseman, but hitting a big shot from the corner to give us the score. Howard Deshevsky along with Artie Wilson. And again, Hawaii without their backcourt. Mayo Ostrowski and Zane Johnson, so looking for somebody to step up.
Well, Shaquille Stokes has been a player that's had to do the job. He's got 6 points right now, 3 assists and 3 turnovers. Justin Thomas is another guy for Hawaii that needs to do the job. He also has 6 points, but Hawaii needs to do a better job of getting the ball inside to their bigs and their bigs finishing when they get it in there. And the Rainbow Warriors also need to do a much better job, Howard, of taking care of the basketball. Way too many turnovers. Louisiana Tech is coming out playing great pressure defense. They're trapping, they're trying to create turnovers, and it's working. Hawaii has turned the ball over 10 times. You turn the ball over against a much smaller team, the score changes. The whole tenor of the ball game will change. Hawaii is in a dogfight right now because they've turned the ball over.
And obviously, some good coaching on the part of Louisiana Tech because they realize the Achilles heel of Hawaii. Got backcourt a little bit dinged up. Got some new parts in there, and just sometimes you talked about it could be an adventure just getting the ball out past the timeline at half court.
Yeah, no question about it. Hawaii losing Mayo Ostrowski, that's a huge loss because he handles the ball. He's very slick with the basketball, and he's able to make passes at the right time. The loss of Zane Johnson also very clear because oftentimes when you break a press, you get the ball down the floor. Someone is always open for a three-point shot. Zane is not there, so Hawaii has made only 2 threes in this first half. That is clearly evident by Zane not being on the floor because if he's on the floor, he's probably made 3 or 4 threes already in the half.
And Coach Tony Solito, you making the point about when Vander Joaquin learns to recognize that the defense is collapsing out of double, even triple team, when he learns to quickly get it out and hit the open man, he's going to be brilliant. But right now, he's taking that hesitation, and then he's finding himself just smothered.
Well, a couple things. One, Zane needs to recognize where the double team is coming, and the guy that's double teaming, the guy who's being double teamed off of, needs to go to an open space so that Vander can see him. You can't let your man go double team Vander and stand there because he can't see you. When your man leaves you to go to double team Vander, you have to go to an open spot so you can get the ball and get a shot.
Sounds easy. When we come back, we're going to talk about Louisiana Tech. They got a couple of hot shots in Johnson and Appleby, the freshman. Stick around, everybody. More to come at the half for Hawaii trailing Louisiana Tech 38-34. You're watching OC Sports. Stan Sheriff Center, the always stylish former Hawaii basketball player Julius Sensley in the house tonight, watching as the Warriors find themselves in the bottom end of the halftime score. Let's look at how Louisiana Tech got going. This guy right here, Raheem Appleby, a true freshman already. He can play ball.
He's a big-time player. He's athletic. He shoots the ball. He can pass the ball. He also defends the basketball real well. He's explosive going to the basket. Love his game as a freshman. And then Johnson, somebody for Hawaii, needs to find him because he's made 4 out of 5 three-point shots. He's got 14 points in the ball game. And he has shot it from deep and deeper. You've got to know where he is on the floor. He is a very effective three-point shooter, loves to pull up from long range, loves to shoot the basketball. And if you're a Hawaii defender, you better find him because he is making everybody pay.
Should be easy to find. So, hey, the guy with the shaggy hair, guard him.
Yep.
Do not let that guy shoot an open jumper. All right, so what is Gib Arnold telling his team at the half?
Well, he's telling the team at the half right now, we have to compete. We have to play. We have to stop turning the basketball over. We've practiced against their presses. They shouldn't be able to stop us and cause turnovers. Once we get the ball across half court, let's get into our offensive sets. Let's kick the ball into Vander, kick the ball into Jostin. If you don't have something, Vander Jostin, get the ball back out and then just relax and shoot the basketball with confidence. Hawaii can win this ball game very well. They can still win it without a doubt, but they've got to play strong. They've got to play smart. And defensively, they have to find the guys for Louisiana Tech who are scoring and shut them down in the second half. It'll be critical to see if they stop Johnson in the second half, if they stop Appleby in the second half.
La Tech 0-3 in the WAC coming into this game. Hawaii doesn't want that first win to come here. Stick around, everybody. Artie, head on back over to Manoa Leahy, Tony Salino, second half after the break.
Here at the Stan Sheriff Center, your halftime score, Louisiana Tech 38, Hawaii 34, your McDonald's halftime statistics. And something that Coach Salino pointed out was an issue for Hawaii early in the season, that is being outshot by the opposing team. And in terms of shot attempts, Louisiana Tech with 33 attempts, 11 more than Hawaii's 22. Also, Bulldogs 15 points off of Hawaii's 10 turnovers. UH with 6 points off of Louisiana Tech's 5 turnovers. Kanoa Leahy along with Tony Salito and Artie Wilson. You heard Gib Arnold going into the halftime, his interview with Howard Deshevsky, beckoning for Vander Joachim to pass out of that double team. You said that that is a must if they're going to win this game going down the stretch.
Well, I think it's a must if you know, he's going to continue to grow as a player and lead the team for the rest of the year. He has to learn how to pass out of that double and triple team that he is going to face every single game in the WAC.
Well, the other thing, Coach, and I know you realize this, when the ball goes into him, whoever man is not on the ball who double teams, you got to move to an open spot so that Vander can see you to get the ball out.
Yeah,
your teammates got to help you out a little bit as well.
I agree, and I think they probably have to make some kind of sound like "throw me the ball," "throw me the ball,"
or grunt or groan or
clap
something.
Their hands.
No question.
Make some noise is what the guys are saying. Hawaii hoping to make some noise on the scoreboard in the second half, trailing Louisiana Tech by 4. The Bulldogs looking for win number 1 in the WAC. Hawaii trying to get to 3-1. We'll be back.
Give the one you love the perfect gift from Big Island Candies. Click on BigIslandCandies.com to view their Valentine collection.
And how about that? Ryan Grice Mullins, former University of Hawaii pass catcher, part of that fantastic set of weapons that were on display for quarterback Colt Brennan just a few years back, and taking in the action, rooting on his alma mater right now, University of Hawaii, trailing by 4 to Louisiana Tech here at the beginning of the second half. Bobby Miles, Shaq Stokes, Hans Brereton, Vander Joachim, and Thomas on the floor to start the second half. Same starting 5 from the opening of the game, and Joachim immediately turns it over with the travel.
Well, the double team is definitely coming from the guy who throws the pass in. They're doubling off the pass. And he moved to another spot and was wide open.
Yeah, he just got to make the pass and go to the side so that Joaquin can see him.
Same first 5 as well for Louisiana Tech. Cordarius Johnson, a game-high 14 points in the first half, got that one poked away. Hawaii in transition the other way. And now Stokes holds it on the wing. Here's Brereton. Steps inside, rises up, somehow gets it to Thomas. He leaves it for Miles, shovel pass to Joachim, and a reach-in foul called against, I believe, Keon McNeil. Yes.
Against McNeil.
That will be his second.
They will not let that young man get up off that floor for that shot. That's the strategy they're using. They're not going to let the big men beat them.
Well, and without Zane Johnson on the floor to shoot jump shots to open things up, it is a great game plan. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No overwhelming foul trouble to speak of, with the exception of Mario Sousa for Louisiana Tech, has 3. Nobody else with more than 2. Brereton off the inbound, mid-ranger, yes.
Well, Hans Brereton can do that. He needs to do more, but he needs to look for that shot a little bit more.
Like him.
6-0 run here for Hawaii going back to the end of that first half. Here's Gibson, squares up, lets it fly. Too strong on that one. Hawaii finally comes up with the loose ball. And a chance to tie or take the lead. Miles wants the lead. Went in and out. Brereton in a tug-of-war with Johnson. They call the tie-up, and the possession arrow belongs to the Bulldogs.
Looking at Bobby Miles shoot that three, confident shot there, and he just didn't get it to drop for him, but
went halfway down the rim, too.
You have to continue to shoot it, that's for sure.
Trevor Gaskins, a quick sub here in the second half, comes on replacing Cordarius Johnson. Appleby with 10 points. Gives it off to Gaskins. Under 20 on the shot clock. McNeil pounds it down the lane, gets it